Hey everybody, it's Matt from the house. In this video, we're gonna show you how to buy bearings and make the best choice for your skateboard. So let's go ahead and check these things out. All right, right off the bat, everybody always asks, what bearings should I buy when it comes to skateboarding? You've got bearings from, like under $10 for a set, all the way up to, over $100. What I always tell people is just look at the price. If you spend more on your bearings, you're gonna get bearings that are gonna roll longer. They're made out of better materials. They spend more time polishing the balls and the raceway inside the bearing. So you're gonna get a bearing that is gonna, roll longer and be made out of better quality materials. A lot of people think that the Abec rating has a big thing to do with the bearings, and don't pay attention to that. Abec actually stands for Annular Bearing Engineering Committee, and basically what they do is they look at bearings, but they look at them more from a machine aspect, not as having to do with a skateboard wheel. When you take one of these bearings and you stick it inside a machine of some sort, whether it's production or even for tools for at home and stuff like that, you actually have a lot of different things that happen when you actually apply it to a skateboard wheel. And those Abec ratings are basically a rating on, the bearing and the tolerances that it will hold up to when it's applied to more of a machine. But when you start adding things like dirt and grime and side loading and impact and all this stuff that happens when you're in a skateboard wheel, it actually doesn't apply. So, and those Abec ratings can basically meant, within one company. So for instance, you could have one company that has an Abec rating of 5, but another company with an Abec rating of 3, and the 3 could actually be better than the 5. So big common misconception is that the higher the Abec rating, the better the bearing, and it's not necessarily true. So again, pay attention to those prices. Right off the bat, we've got some of these Indy GPRs coming in around $14. Great bearing, good price point bearing too, definitely last you a long time. And then we go up to these FKD Greg Lutzkas, at $23. The Bones Reds, which are real popular. This is the big balls version, which is at $25. And then we go up to the Bronsons at $40, and then all the way up to the Andale Swiss at $50. So the biggest difference between these, again, is going to be, the quality of the bearing and how much time is spent polishing the raceways and the balls inside the bearings too. So what I always kind of a great example is you take these $14 bearings, awesome bearings. If we take a push on those bearings, with this bearing, we take that push, you're gonna go about this far. And basically, it's not about being faster. There's no such thing as a faster bearing. It's all about when you take that push, it's how long it will actually roll before it actually comes to a complete stop. If you think about it, there's nothing inside the bearing actually pushing you, so there's nothing making it faster. But when we jump all the way up to these Swiss, if we take that exact same push under the exact same conditions, this bearing is gonna go this far before it actually slows down and stops. So that's really what it comes down to when it comes to bearings. Is it's all about how far you can go and the less pushing that you actually have to do when you spend more money. So obviously you can get down into that $10 to $14, $15 range, and you still get awesome bearings. They're gonna last a long time and they're gonna roll really smooth. But if you spend more money off the bat, you will get a bearing that will roll farther, and that means you have to do a little less pushing, and it's a little smoother too. In the long run too, you have to take care of all these as well. So definitely we'll have another video up for kind of show you how to take care of your bearings and make sure that they can last you a long time too. But again, when it comes down to it, if you can spend more money on your bearings, do it. It's definitely the one thing that you're gonna notice a big difference when you're out riding, and it's a good thing to actually put some money into and actually invest when it comes to your skateboard complete. All right, well, thanks for checking out the bearings and how to buy bearings for your skateboards. If you got any questions about these bearings or any of the other bearings that we've got at thehouse.com, leave us some comments down below. We're on there every single day trying to, answer your questions. We want to make sure we get you into the, best gear possible for your riding and your riding style. Make sure to like and subscribe and get that notification bell on too, so you can find out when all the new videos drop. And yeah, no matter how much money you spend on your bearings, get out and roll around, because any day of riding is a good day of riding.